Hello students, welcome to Unacademy JEE English, and this is Umesh Garg, and today we will be doing a sprint on definite integration. A very interesting chapter and very important chapter from the point of view of the IIT JEE mains and advanced. Okay, and students, today we will do questions mainly on the basis of properties, periodic function, odd function, even function, and kind of fractional part, greatest integer, some specific type of questions we will be today we will be doing. And also we will do question based on the properties of definite integration, that the property that can solve them very easily. So it will be going to it is going to be a very interesting session. So let's start with it. This is me, Umesh Garg. I have 5+ years of teaching experience. I have done my BTech from NIT Kurukshetra, and I have also qualified JEE exam. So if you have not subscribed to the channel Unacademy JEE, Unacademy JEE English, if you then just subscribe to it, because a lot of interesting lectures are going to be there, which will be really helpful for you to in your preparation of IIT JEE. And do share this video with the tag #JEELive daily, so that it reaches to the maximum number of people. So let's see who else have joined us. Very good. Let's start. This is the interface, student, that we have created, tinyurl.com/JEE mobile. Here you can access all the lectures that we have uploaded on our channel, but you must know that these lectures are in Hindi, and if you click on the link of PDF will be downloaded. These PDF are in English. You can easily avail them for your reference. And now UMESHLIVE is my referral code for Unacademy subscription. If you use this referral code, you will get a discount of 10%. Okay students, and what I want to draw your attention towards is that recently there is a price drop in 2-year plan for Unacademy subscription. Now the price has come down to 32,400. Now you can easily avail the 2-year program, which is very pocket friendly. And if you use my referral code UMESHLIVE, you will get a 10% of discount. So let's start with the session. This is our first question. Very interesting questions. Fundamental ideas will be used in this question, in this session, to solve very big problems. So suppose for every integer n, integral n to n plus 1 fx dx is given to me as n square. So we need to find the integral -2 to 4. So this can be done very easily by breaking this integral. -2 to 4 f of x dx. We need to solve this integral, and we have a property that if integral goes from n to n plus 1, means it can go only one integer ahead. Therefore I need to break it into the integrals such that the lower limit and upper limit have a difference of 1. So this integral can be written as -2 to -1 f of x dx. Got my point? Why am I writing it as -1 only? Because the difference should be 1. Got my point? Very good. And the second will be, now it will be continued till -1 to 0 f of x dx, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4. I hope everybody must have understood it, so I should not write it in the full spirit. Here it will be integrated from 0 to 1, then 1 to 2, then 2 to 3, and then 3 to 4. So this will be the value of this integral. Got my point? That this given integral, this can be rewritten like this only. Yes or no? Very good. Now this integral has the value, according to this definition, -n square. Remember that value of integral is lower limit square, n square, no? So it will be lower limit square. So therefore the value of this integral will be -2 square 4 plus -1 square 1 plus 0 square 0. Very good. Plus 1 square 1 plus 2 square 4. Got my point? Are you getting with me now? Plus 3 square 9. Now this summation can be easily solved, and it will be 5 plus 5 10 and 19. So answer will be C for Calcutta. Answer will be 19. Got my point? Very good students. Akash, Ani, welcome everyone. So it is a very basic sawal, basic question, but very interesting. Interestingly, we need to solve it. Very good. So let's start with the next question. F R from R, G from R from R, R to R, be a continuous function, then the value of this integral, okay, let me write this integral first. So this integral, let the value of this integral is I, and it can be written as ln lambda to ln of 1 upon lambda. These are the limits. Got my point, everybody? That these are the limits. And what is the function that we need to integrate? The function is f of x square upon 4 into function will be f of x square upon 4 into f of x minus f of minus x. This is the numerator. This is the numerator that question has given us, and denominator is g of x square upon 4 divided by g of x plus g of minus x. This is the integral that we need to solve. So after looking at these factors, an idea came into my mind that we should apply sum of limits minus x. This is a very fundamental question, and if you can understand this question, a lot of problems in this session will get solved like this. So the property that I am mentioning here, I am writing it down for you only, that a to b f of x dx, this particular integral, this can be solved as integral a to b, and in place of x write sum of limits minus x, a plus b minus x dx. In place of x write sum of limits minus x. The value of these two integrals is equal. This is the standard theory. I refer to this property as king property. So whenever I mention the king property, means I want to apply this property. Got my point? Because this is a very important property. So applying the king property here, now sum of the limits ln lambda plus ln of 1 upon lambda, sum of limits in this question will be 0. So I can be written as like that, sum of limits will be 0. So I am replacing x by a plus b minus x. So basically it will become ln lambda ln of 1 upon lambda. Till here no problem. And x, in place of x I can put minus x, because a plus b minus x, therefore minus x square same, minus x square same. Here it will become g of minus x plus g of minus x g of x. So the whole expression will become same, but in this expression it will become f of minus x minus f of x. So therefore in numerator, in second I, negative will generate. Get my point? So I am putting the king, applying the king property, it will become f of x square upon 4 divided by g of x square upon 4. This will become g of minus x plus g of x. Got my point? Yes or no? Got my point here, that if I put a plus b minus x, minus x in the place of x. Very good, very good. And it will become f of minus x minus f of x. So if you add these two I, the final conclusion will become 2i equal to 0. Therefore the I will comes out to be 0. Very good, very good. So the answer will be C for Calcutta. I hope everybody must have understood it. Very good. I am okay, everyone. Let's start with the next question. Let's start with it. F of 0 is given to me as 1, f of 2 3, f dash of 2 5, and f dash of 0 is finite term. Then you need to integrate this, so this can be done by Eilert rule. Very easy. Now you must understand that we will keep the x as one function and f double dash as second function. Why? Because I have given the values as f dash x, f of 2 and f of 0. So its integrals values are given, na? If you integrate f double dash, then f dash will come. If you integrate f dash, then f will come. Therefore this will be first function, this will be second function. But before that I need to make the argument 1. Therefore 0 to 1 x f dash of 2x dx. This is the integral that I need to solve. This is the I that I need to solve. Very good. Now just apply 2x is equal to t. If you apply 2x equal to t, then 2 dx becomes dt. So dx will become dt half and x will become t by 2. So apply this substitution in this integral. So this I it will f dash of t and dx will be dt upon 2. Got my point? Yes or no? So the I that we need to solve has been transformed into this integral 1 by 4 0 to 2 t f double dash of t dt. This is the integral that we need to solve. Got my point? Very good, student, very good. Now just apply Euler rule, and this will be the first function and this will be the second function. Everyone got it? Very good. So I is equal to 1 by 4. Now applying Euler rule, first function integral of second function, it will come f dash of t minus derivative of first function, it will be 1, integral of second function, it will be f dash of t, again integral, it will be f of t, and the limits we will put in the last step. Got my point? So I will come out to be t 1 by 4 times of t f dash of t minus again integral of f dash of t, it will be f of t. So it will be f of t and limits are from 0 to 2. Got my point? Yes or no? The integral has limit 0 to 2. Now just put the value 2 and get the answer. Okay, very good. So 1 by 4 times of, if you put 2 into f dash of 2, how much? F dash of 2 is 5. Very good. So 2 into 5 minus f of 2. F of 2 is 3. Okay. So f of 2 will be 3 and minus 0 is 0 and f dash of 0 is how much? F dash of 0 is 1 and minus of 1. So this will come out to be 10 plus 1 11 minus 3 8 by 4. Therefore the value of I will come out to be 2. Very basic question and very easy question. Very good, very good. Therefore the answer will come out to be C for Calcutta. Let's start with the next question. Very amazing question. This is also a wonderful question, very beautiful question. Let's start solving it. Integral ln of pi minus ln to log of pi. This is ln only, and we need to solve this integral. Okay, so first make the argument of cos very simplified so that we can think in easily. So what I did, let e raised to the power x upon 3 is equal to t, so that it becomes 1 minus cos of 2t. Got my point? Very good. Now just apply the substitution. So e raised to the power x is equal to 3t. Differentiate both sides, so it will becomes e raised to the power x dx is equal to 3 dt. Now apply it in the integral. E raised to the power x dx becomes 3 dt. So this will be something like this, 3 dt upon 1 minus cos of 2t. Till now everything is okay? Yes or no? Very good. Now if x goes to log pi minus log 2, it can be written as log of pi by 2 because of log property, and e raised to the power log of pi by 2 is pi by 2 by 3. So lower limit will become pi by 6. Similarly e raised to the power log pi will be pi and by 3, so its upper limit will become pi by 3. Till now everybody should understand it. It is a very important question, very good question. Got my point? Very good. So now in the next, pi by 6 to pi by 3, and it will be 3 outside dt upon 1 minus cos 2t. 1 minus cos 2t, 2 outside, it will be sine square of t. So this is the final I that we need to solve. Got my point? Yes or no? So I is equal to this. Now 1 upon sine square t can be written as cosec square t, and cosec square t can be written as minus of cosec of t. So I is equal to 3 by 2 times of pi by 6 to pi by 3, and it will be 1 upon sine square t, it will be cosec square t dt, and integral of cosec square t is minus of cot t. Got my point? Therefore I is equal to 3 by 2 minus of cot t, and we need to put the limit as pi by 6 to pi by 3. Just put the value, get the answer. It will come out to be root 3. So answer will be A for Agra. Very easy question. Very easy question, but very important question. Now just put the value to get the answer. I will come out to be root 3. Yeah, sure. Ashutosh, no problem. We will discuss them also. No problem. So let's try the next question. This is also a very fundamental problem. Once you look at this integral, first thing that should come in your mind is the king property, because the sum of limits is very easy, na? Sum of limits is 5. So if I want to solve this question, I'll apply the king property and it will get solved very easily. So just rewrite it as I is equal to 2 minus log 3 upon 2 3 plus log 3. Got my point? Yes or no? And integral is log of 4 plus x divided by log of 4 plus x plus log of 9 minus x dx. This is the integral that we need to solve. So I am applying the king property. So what does the king property says? I can replace x by sum of limit. Sum of limit is how much? 5 minus x, and this integral will remain same. That's the king property. Okay, so I applying this transformation, and the new integral it will come out to be 2 minus log of 3 to 3 plus log of 3. Got my point? And it will become just transform x by 5 minus x, so it will become log of 9 minus x divided by, it will become log of 9 minus x. Yes or no? It will become log of 9 minus x plus, if you apply 5 minus x, it will become 4 plus x. Got my point? So just it will become log of 4 plus x d of x. Now apply these two integrals, because why? Because the LCM is same, na? Denominator is same. Therefore apply these two integrals. Once you apply them, the 2I will be equal to integral of 2 minus log 3 to 3 plus log 3. This is the integral. And LCM, the denominator is same, so these two will add and cancel out each other. Therefore the final answer will be 1. So I will be equal to 2I will be equal to upper limit minus lower limit. It will be 1 plus twice of log 3 divided by 2. So I will come out to be 1 by 2 plus log of 3. So answer will be 1 by 2 plus log of 3. Therefore D will be the answer. Got my point? Very basic question, but very important question. So students, this was the way to solve it. Interesting way and easy way. Next question. It is also wonderful question. Very good question. Let's try it. 0 to 11. 11 to the power x divided by 11 to the power greatest integer x. We need to solve this integral. So I just rewrite it as I equal to 0 to 11 raised to the power x minus box of x dx, because it is in division, so it can be written as x minus box of x. Now this x minus box of x, this can be written as fractional part of x. Got my point? So x minus, this is box of x, and it can be this minus x minus box of x, and it can be written as fractional part of x. So this I have till now solved it like this. Got my point? Very good students, very good. Now what to do? The period of fractional part number, period of fractional part function is 1. Got my point? So this integral can be written as 11 outside 0 to 1, because it is integrating this function in the 11 periods. So why to integrate in the 11 periods? Just integrate it in the first period and multiply that value by the number of periods. That is the basic theory, standard theory. Very good. So this I can be written as 0 to 1, 11 raised to the power x dx, multiply by 11. Now in the interval 0 to 1, fractional part x will become x. Therefore I have not written the fractional part value. Got my point? Very good. So I will be equal to 11, and this integral will be 11 raised to the power x upon ln 11, and it is going from 0 to 1. Till now no issue. Very good, students. So the value of I is coming out to be 11 upon log of 11 into 11 to the power 1, 11 minus 0, so it is coming out to be 10, and this is given to me as k upon log of 11. So the value of k will come out to be 110. Got my point? Very good, very good. Therefore the answer is C for Calcutta. I hope everybody must have enjoyed this question. Shreyash, a very easy question. What I did, that 11 raised to the power x upon box of x, so it will be in the negative. Now this is fractional part x. Now I wrote it in the first period only. So 0 to 11, 11 outside 0 to 1, sorry, 11 raised to a fractional part of x. Since it is 0 to 1, fractional will become x. Now solve the integral. That's it. Very good, very good. Now let's try the next question. Hi Brachin. Very good, students. This question, a standard definite integral question. So this limit of infinite terms, this summation can be converted into a definite integral like this. Just stay with me. It can be written as sigma, and just take the n raised to 4 common, r cube upon r upon n whole to the power 4 plus 1 multiply by n to the power 4 that I have taken out the common. That is okay with everyone? Yes or no? Very good. Now after this, you can write easily n to the power 4. Now take n cube to this factor and take 1 by n separately. So this sigma, this can be rewritten as sigma of r by n whole cube divide by, this is 1 plus r by n whole to the power 4, and this is written as 1 upon n. This n to the power 4, I took it to the numerator and I separated it like n cube and n. So r by n whole cube and 1 upon n. Now you must remember r is going from 1 to n. Therefore now this sigma can be easily converted into definite integral by substitution. If 1 upon n will be dx, r upon n will be x, so r upon n will be x, and if r is going from 1 to n, then x will be going from 0 to 1. Got my point? So I'm writing it for you, r upon n replacing it by x, and 1 upon n replacing it by d of x. Got my point? Now just apply this, and the integral will be, this summation will be 0 to 1 x cube upon 1 plus x to the power 4 dx. Now it is a very easy integral. Got my point? What's after it will start very soon. Very soon. Thank you everyone. So let's start. Now 1 plus x to the power 4, let us say this is t. Okay, now just differentiate it and get the answer. So it will be 4x cube dx is equal to dt. Got my point? So this apply this substitution to solve the integral. So if x goes to 0, t goes to 1, x goes to 1, t goes to 2. Got my point? Very good, very good. Yeah, D is the correct option. Shreyash, D is the correct option, no worries about that. And this will be dt into 1 by 4 upon, it will be t, and 1 by 4 integral of 1 upon t is ln t from 1 to 2. Apply the limits, just to find the definite integral. It will be 1 by 4 times of log of 2. So answer that will come out to be, will be D for Delhi. Yes, Shreyash, D is the right answer. Very good, bacha, very good. Let's start with the next question. This is also a very wonderful question. X to the power 5 sine of x cube. The argument of sine is x cube. Okay, so first of all, what I did, that I want to make this argument as simple as possible. Okay, so what I did, that in this integral I applied this substitution, x cube is equal to t. That is because you know, sir, how limits become 0 to 1? Limits became 0 to 1 in previous question, student Shreyas, since r is going from 1 to n, na? So since r is 1 and n goes to infinity for limit, so 1 upon n goes to 0, and when r goes to n, n upon n, it goes to 1. Okay, therefore this you know, limit of this integral will go from 0 to 1. Limit r of x, na? Got my point? Very good. So let's start with the next question. One second, yeah. So I applied this substitution, x cube is equal to t, because I want to make the argument of sign as simple as possible, nothing else. So just differentiate it, it will be 3x squared dx is equal to dt. Got my point? And apply this substitution into the integral. So this integral, you know, you need to apply it very carefully. So this will become, you know, rewrite x ki power 5 as x cube into x square, and x square dx is dt upon 3. So x square dx is dt upon 3, that is 1 by 3. X cube is t, and sine of x cube will become sine of t. That is okay with everyone? You need to break this into x square into x cube. That was the trick to solve this question. Very good. Hello Ankit, hello. Now you know, you must also change the limits, because as x goes to 0, t goes to 0, so the limits will become 0, and as x goes to pi by 2, 1 by 3 whole cube, it will cancel out, so the upper limit will be pi by 2. So this is the integral that we need to solve, and it can be solved very easily by Eilert method. This is first function, this is second function. Got my point? So now I am solving it. I is equal to 1 by 3 integral of 0 to pi by 2 t sine of t. This is the integral that we need to solve. Got my point? Now apply Eilert rule to solve it. So I is equal to 1 by 3. It can be, you know, done in the one step only. So I am doing it. First function and integral of second function. Integral of sine t is minus cos t, minus integral of second function minus cos t, plus, and integral of further cos t will come out to be sine t. Got my point? Therefore this integral, this I will be, finally it will have the value of, you know, minus t cos t plus sine of t. Got my point? Plus sine of t, and it will have limits going from 0 to pi by 2. This is the, you know, final solution of integral. Now just apply the limits. So I will be 1 by 3, and if you apply the limits, pi by 2, cos pi by 2 0, sin pi by 2 1. Okay, upper limit is 1. Now apply 0, t 0, sin 0 0. So final value will be 1 by 3 into 1, which will come out to be 1 by 3. Therefore the answer will come out to be D for Delhi. Got my point? Very good students, very good. Now let's start with the next question. Very basic question, very basic. Just apply the king property, you will solve the answer. You know, this bracket x square minus 28x plus 196, this is a very specific bracket. This itself gives us hint that what to do. Greatest integer of x square divide by, it is written as x minus 14 greatest integer square plus greatest integer of x square dx. This integral we need to solve. Got my point? Very good. Now you know, as the sum of limits, what is the sum of limits? Sum of limits is 14, and 14 is appearing in the question, so I am applying king property. I am applying king property, and this I, again it will become I is equal to 4 to 10, and in place of x I can write 14 minus x. That is the king property, sum of limits minus x. So this numerator, it will become 14 minus x whole square, greatest integer, divide by, it will become 14 minus x minus 14, 14 to 14 cancel. So sorry, this square is in the bracket, sorry, so this will be its square whole greatest integer. There is a different thing about them. So it will become greatest integer of x square plus it will become greatest integer of 14 minus x square dx. Now in these two integrals, what I can say that the denominator is same. So if I want to add the denominator, that will become very easy. Very good. So once you add these two denominators, the numerator will become greatest integer of x square plus greatest integer of 14 minus x square. So it will become same with the denominator. So it will cancel out each other. So 2I will come out to be 4 to 10 1 dx. Got my point? So I will come out to be 6, 10 minus 4, 6 by 2, 3. So this will be the answer. Value of this integral will be equal to 3. So answer will be C for Calcutta. I hope everybody must have understood the session. It was, very easy questions but fundamental questions. So let's try with the next question. Fx is equal to minimum of tan x and cot x in the interval 0 to pi by 2. And if that is the definition of fx, then we need to integrate fx from 0 to pi by 3. This is the basic question that we need to solve. Hello beta Aman, hello. So just let's start solving it. F of x is given to me as minimum of tan x and cot x. Tan x and cot x if x goes to 0 to pi by 2. Okay, so I am plotting the graph of these two functions. So let us suppose this is my y-axis and this is my x-axis, and this is tan x in 0 to pi by 2, and this is my cot x in 0 to pi by 2. Got it? Got it? So the minimum function will be this one. From this one to this is the point pi by 4. This point is pi by 4 comma 1. So the minimum graph from 0 to pi by 4 will be tan x, and from pi by 4 to pi by 2 it will be cot x. Got my point? So from the graph I can easily find function fx. So fx can be easily redefined as tan x if x is from 0 to pi by 4. I hope everybody must have got it, and it is open at 0, so I will also use open. Why to include it in the domain if the question is not including it? Yes or no? Very good students, very good. So, and it will be cot x if x goes from pi by 4 to pi by 2 open. So this is the basic definition. Now I want to integrate fx. So what to remain? Good evening everyone, good evening. So we need to solve 0 to pi by 3 f of x dx. So this is a very fundamental question. So it can be rewritten as 0 to pi by 4 f of x, because pi by 4 changes its definition at pi by 4, na? Function changes its definition at pi by 4. Therefore we need to break the integral. So 0 to pi by 4 plus pi by 4 to pi by 3 f of x dx. That is okay. Now this is tan x. This can be written as 0 to pi by 4 tan x dx plus this can be written as pi by 4 to pi by 3 cot of x dx. I think everybody must have understood it what I have written. Got my point? Very good. Now this integral of this tan x is equal to what? Ln of secant x. So this is ln of secant x going from 0 to pi by 4. X is going from 0 to pi by 4. Very good. So this one is like this, and plus this is ln of sin x, where x is going from pi by 4 to pi by 3. That is okay with everyone. Now just put the value to get the answer. Now secant of pi by 4 is root 2. So it will become ln of root 2. And 0, secant 0, 1, ln 1, 0. So just put the value 0. Plus ln of sine of pi by 3, it is root 3 by 2. And minus ln of what? Sine 45, which is 1 by root 2. That is okay with everyone. Now if you solve these equations, this will become plus ln of root 2. So twice of this, let me solve it. So this will become, this and this will become twice of ln of root 2 plus ln of root 3 upon 2. This will become ln of 2. So ln of 2 plus this can be written as ln of root 3 minus ln of 2, cancel out each other. Therefore the answer will come out to be ln of root 3. Got it? Got my point? Yes students, so these were the questions that we discussed today. A lot of interesting, and if you use these methods and these properties and these interpretation, they can be done like very easily. But if you want to solve it by some other method, they will take a lot of time. So the standard questions I have taken today, I will take one more session on definite integration, don't worry about it. In that I will deal with some other kind of problems that you must be wondering about. So you just revise these properties and questions that I have discussed today. They will help you a lot in preparing for your IIT JEE. And this is our Instagram handle. Yeah, sure. And obviously I'll do a session on complex number for sure. And this is our Instagram handle @Unacademy JEE official. This, you can follow this our page, and here we post the relevant information about IIT JEE. And just install the Telegram app and type in a browser tinyurl.com/JEE-live-chat and get added to this group and join this group, because already 30,000 students have joined the group. And relevant information about our lectures and PDF of our lectures is available here, which you can avail for your preparation. Okay, now let's talk about Unacademy subscription. Unacademy is the best platform in India to prepare for IIT JEE. And there are some features, students, which make it the best. The first feature is live classes. Obviously, as I have told earlier, that in the live classes your concentration and focus is a bit higher. So you are catching power that becomes very sharpened. So you should always opt for live classes, and you can interact with your educator anytime. That is also very important, so that if you missed any step or you didn't understand any concept, you can easily rectify that problem on the spot. And there are live polls and leaderboard, students, which is a double star feature, because your demand of IIT JEE is speed with accuracy. You can easily master that skill, acquire that skill even by using this feature, live polls and leaderboard. Got my point? And we offer you test series of India level, so that you can check your preparation, that where do you stand in the competition. Yeah, and the live doubt clearing session will also be there, where you can easily clear your doubts, whether it is of theory or numerical. So this is a plus platform, students, Unacademy platform. 60 plus educators are already there. Once you subscribe to the platform, then you can avail watch any teacher's video. There is no constraint on that. This is how Unacademy class looks like. You post your doubt and gets your doubt cleared very easily. Now let's talk about how to join Unacademy. It's very easy. Just install the app, make your profile, set your goals to IIT JEE, and click on the get subscription button. Once you click on it, this window will pop up, students. Here the plans have been written: 1 year, 1 month, 2 months, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year. So what I want to say, that you should always go for long time plans, because the more you connect with the teacher, the more you learn. And there is also recently price drop on a 2-year plan. It has come down to 32,400 rupees, and that is a very nominal price for the quality of education that we are providing you. And if you use my referral code UMESHLIVE, you will get a 10% of discount on your referral code. Okay students? Okay, yeah, but intention not, we are planning also of the same thing that you are asking me. Don't worry about it. Okay, so, and even till now, if you have not subscribed to the channel and Unacademy JEE English, do subscribe, click on the bell icon to get the notification, and do share this video with the tag #JEELiveDaily, so that it reaches to the maximum number of people. And link for the PDF of this lecture will be in the description box. And these are our YouTube channels: Unacademy JEE, Unacademy Niche, Unacademy Foundation, and Unacademy JEE English. Let's crack it, students. Let's crack it. Thank you very much. Thank you.